welcome to Midnight Potato. Today, this is ruined. So we owned this for all of 2 days from the last episode, and the gearbox shit itself. It was slipping when we bought it, so it was to be expected. We expected it to last a little bit longer than 2 days, but that's fine. So today we are pulling out the auto box and crying desperately while doing it, and of course going to try and put a manual swap in it. This is probably going to be a two-part video because this is going to be a bloody dog, but that's fine. So anyone who wants to learn how to do an auto manual conversion, you're about to find out with my trial and error. Wicked. So the first thing we need to do is take off the downpipe here. Now I've pulled, of course, HT leads out of the way and whatnot, but what you've got is 2 bolts on the top, which I've already removed. They're just sat there. And there's 1 bolt underneath, which is an absolute dog to get to. We're pulling that off, and we've already pulled apart the centre box, as you can see under here. From there, we need to pull the prop off, as Rob is doing at the moment, and we'll give you an update in a minute. So the downpipe is off, as well as the rear half of the prop. All we've got to now undo is the front half of the prop, and we can undo the front support on the gearbox. Then it should literally be undo all of the bell housing bolts, undo the torque converter, and we'll be off. It's not too hard to do this, actually. I thought it was going to be much worse. There's Rob, looking beautiful. So as you can see, we have now removed 1 prop shaft and 1 exhaust buoy. All we need now to do is, so we've pulled off the 2 support brackets, wherever they are, several under here, and we've got the gearbox supported by 1 pin on the jack. Now, we've now got to undo all of the bell housing bolts, all a million of them. I think there's only like 10 on a Volvo or something stupid. Make sure the transmission cooler is removed and the dipstick is undone from the side of the engine. And then we should be able to pull the box out. It's not too hard, this, it's pretty easy. So because all the exhaust is off, we figured why not do a turbo start with no exhaust on the car at all. Just want to make sure it's not in gear or anything, not that it matters because it's not going to move, but oh shit! Half the spark plugs aren't on. I forgot about that. Let's reconnect those 2. It smells bloody fuely at the moment. Wow. This is... You can tell Midnight Potato are involved because things have gone wrong trying to start a car. That should now be a bit happier. Now let's start it. Woo. Right, attempt number 2. That sounds dirty! That sounds sick! Need! I love Volvos. So we are now on the interior. We've pulled out all of the centre console, which is literally like 2 screws, and then this reveals this lot. You undo all of the bolts from this bad boy shift assembly, and this is what controls, of course, the shifting of the auto. You've got park, reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, 1 on this one. So this is an AW71 transmission, which you don't want. These belong in the bin. You want an M90 out of course, a late 940 or something to that nature. So yeah, well, we'll be back in a moment. So once you have pulled out all of your bell housing bolts, essentially, ours was nice and easy at least, the gearbox should just fall off. Nice and easy. It almost killed us both. There's the torque converter hidden under the car, as well as all of our tools, because we're nice and clean workmen. But this piece of crap is out and is fit for the bin. Be very wary of gearbox fluid coming out of your transmission cooler lines, which are now bent well out of the way because they've covered me. I managed to keep the floor clean all day until we undid those 2 bolts, and then I got covered. So that is how you take your gearbox out. The next episode will be how to put a manual box in nice and easy.